I say the hardest part about making a gumbo is waiting on the gumbo. If you guys are digging this content, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe below and hit that notification bell for more updates and new videos from your boy. What's up guys, it's your boy Marco back again with another one. Today we're going to be making gumbo. My twist, my take on it. So I'm going to teach you guys how I make my gumbo right now. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing we want to do to start making this gumbo is go ahead and cut up our veggies. Now the reason we want to cut the veggies up is because when we start doing our roux, we want to have everything already prepped up for us because we need to babysit that roux. You don't want it to burn. You want to constantly stir it. But I'll talk about more on the roux when we get to that. Go ahead and start with the bell pepper first. So with the bell pepper, you want to go ahead, we're going to cut the tops off first to make it easy for us. I'll show you guys why. Cut the top, cut the bottom, boom. Easy just like that. Watch this. Cut straight down the rib, straight down the rib, straight down the rib, straight down the rib. And the reason we doing this, the Holy Trinity give it a lot of flavor. You can't make gumbo without it. And how I actually got introduced to gumbo was from my homeboy Dre. I would go over his house after school and his mom will always have a pot of gumbo on the stove. So with the onion, I got a whole onion right here. We're just going to be using half of it. So let's go ahead and cut it right in half. So what we're going to do, we're going to chop this part off. We're going to keep the bottom because it's going to hold everything together for us while we're dicing it up. So you're just going to cut that at an angle and then just peel it. So what you're doing, peeling the onion just like that. And you don't want to go too far back because you'll start slicing the onion up and making slices. Go. Okay, so now we got that part out the way. Now we're going to go ahead and start dicing it up. So dice it up. Just like that. Easy peasy. Go ahead and cut the ends off because the ends tend to get bitter. Alright, so all you're doing is just chopping the celery up. So just take them, put them both together. All you're doing is just slicing. That's all you're doing. So now we got our Holy Trinity ready. Holy Trinity ready to go. Let's slice that now. All we're doing is just cutting jalapenos now. Close to the side. And I think I'm only going to use, I think I use just one for now, just half of one for now. You need 6 cloves of garlic. This is not optional. You can skip out on the jalapenos, but you cannot skip out on the garlic. If you guys got an easier way of peeling the garlic, comment down below. Alright, so we have our garlic smashed down a little bit. So now we're going to go ahead and just dice it up a little bit. And cut. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's all we're doing. Okay. I'm using smoked sausage. You can use whatever sausage you want to use. Kielbasa, andouille is I know it's traditional, but honestly I don't really care for the andouille. So yeah, you just chopping these up. Ain't really no fancy way to it. Just get them cut. The next step we're going to be doing is our chicken. Like I said, you want to do the veggies first, the holy trinity, your bell pepper and your garlic. Get that ready to go, because once we start that roux, you do not want to walk away. But we can go ahead and get our chicken started, because we'll be right next to it. You can watch it. You're gonna put it to the side anyway while your roux going still. But let's go ahead and clean these chicken breasts up. I like chicken breasts. You can use chicken thighs, you can use bone-in chicken, chicken wing, chicken legs, whatever you want to use. All this off. And if you don't want to clean your chicken breast up, you don't have to clean it. And I'm also using chicken breast because I had leftover chicken breasts from when I cooked last, so get this one good. Alright, so we got our chicken breast almost good to go. This piece, y'all probably like, he cutting off all that meat, he cutting off all that stuff. I don't like it. We're gonna go ahead and season it with just salt, pepper, and some Cajun seasoning. Alright, other side. Next thing we're gonna do, after getting our veggies cut and all that ready, we're gonna go ahead and sear our chicken off. And the reason we're gonna sear our chicken off is because it's gonna lock in all the juices once we put it in our gumbo, and it's also gonna give it an even better flavor to it. Put about 3 tablespoons of oil in a hot skillet. Like I said, it's your twist, your take. I'm not an expert on this. I just know when I make it, it tastes good. So you guys can try it out for yourself. Got it on medium. Put that straight down for a good sear. Turn it up a little bit. Let that sear for about, since it's boneless, we're probably gonna let it sear for about 5 minutes on each side, a good hard sear. Alright y'all, so the next thing we're gonna do, we got our chicken going right now. So now we're going to go ahead and start our roux. So like I said, remember, you want to cut the veggies up. Let me turn this fan off. Alright, so like I said, you want to go ahead and cut the veggies up first. Get that ready to go, because you're going to start your roux. You want to go ahead and get your chicken going. Then once you got that going, let's go ahead and start this, because you got to babysit that. So while you babysitting this, I know you can babysit that. I know you can do 2 things at once. But this is really easy. All you're doing is watching it and flipping it. This, you got to put all your love and attention into. So with this one, we're just going to start off with about a half a cup of oil. Equal parts oil to equal part flour. So I'm going to start off with a half a cup of oil and a half a cup of flour. Now with the oil, you don't want to add the flour in until your oil starts smoking. So once you see that smoke coming from the oil, then we can start adding the flour. Alright, so it's been about 5-6 minutes. Let's go ahead and flip it like that one. That's what a hard sear looks like, guys. Let's go ahead and sear your chicken up. Just like that. We got the chicken seared on both sides. Looking good. So now we're just gonna go ahead and put it to the side. Remember, we're not cooking it all the way through. Now let's go ahead and start on our roux, because our oil is getting to that temp now. It's not smoking like that, but I can see a little bit of smoke. I know it's getting hot. This is not my first time making it, but if it's your first time making it, start your oil off. You can use butter if you want. You can use canola oil. Right now I'm using vegetable oil because I had that on hand. So keep it on medium. And then once it gets there, we can go ahead and add our flour. So remember, half a cup of flour. Recipes and description will be below. And remember, be careful with this, guys. It's this hot oil. So we're gonna go ahead and just add our flour to it. And you're gonna see that that's the reaction it's gonna have, but we're gonna stir as we're doing it. Stir it. And that's why you wanna babysit this, because it burns. And I need to get me a longer whisk. I had one, but I broke it. We got our flour mixed in there, and we got our roux going. Right now it looks like it resembles milk. We want to get it to a Hershey chocolate. That's going to take about, depending on your heat. If you're a beginner, like I said, keep it on medium, and you can let it go. We can let it go for about 30-35 minutes depending on how it looks, maybe 40. Going, it's been about 10 minutes on it. This is how it's looking so far. Not exactly how we want it. Remember, we wanted a dark Hershey color, like almost that milk chocolate. It looks milk chocolate, but it's still not dark enough, so we're gonna still let this go. Alright guys, it's to that color that I wanted. Like I said, you can go darker if you want, you can even go lighter if you want. So now we're going to carefully add our holy trinity now, which is our onions, celery, and our bell pepper. Go ahead and add that. Be careful adding that in there. Add all of that, and we're just going to stir that up. Alright, let me get a different spoon. Now the reason we didn't add our garlic is because if we add our garlic now, the garlic will burn and it will make it real bitter. So we're gonna go ahead and let this cook, and we only want this to cook until our onions are translucent. So we're just cooking this down a little bit. So we're just cooking till the onions are see-through. And that's it, and I'll show you guys when that's done. Oh, and it's gonna take about, I say about 6 to 7 minutes. Now remember, guys, you want to keep stirring it because you don't want it to stick to the bottom or the root to burn. So you still want to keep stirring this up. Don't leave this alone. You still want to babysit this too. So like I said, you want to let this go to 6 to 7 minutes or until your onions are translucent. And right now it resembles almost some mole. I don't know if you guys ever had mole before. I haven't had mole. Comment down below if you guys want to see me make mole. Alright, so now we have the onion translucent. Our roux is looking dark, mighty Hershey chocolate up in here. So we gonna add our garlic. No, first we gonna add our jalapenos now, which I should have been added. I ain't even gonna lie. I should have been added these jalapenos. So make sure you guys do that too. Add the jalapenos. Get out of stir real quick too. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our garlic. And like I said, the reason we adding our garlic last is so the garlic won't burn. And you guys see how this is all thick now? That's the consistency you want. My roux done thick it up now. It's thickened up, got dark. Woo! We in there. I'm telling you guys, comment down below. You guys digging this, man. Let me know you guys recipes. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our beer. Remember, your beer of choice. Right now we're just gonna go ahead and add half of it, and we're adding that right now in because we want to cook the liquor up. Now we're going to add about 4 cups of chicken stock to it. So we're gonna add about 4 cups of chicken stock to that. Let that go. And we just want to bring this to a little boil real quick. I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt, because remember, you can add salt but you can't take none out. So we're just gonna add some salt. We're gonna add a lot of pepper to it, probably about, say about 7 pinches of pepper. We're gonna go ahead and add our bay leaves now, about 5 bay leaves to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, is that 5 right there? That's 5 right there. 5 bay leaves. We're gonna add some smoked paprika. I say about 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. Add some cayenne. I'm gonna add, for about medium heat, I'm gonna add about 2 teaspoons. And that's good for me right now. Remember, taste accordingly. We're gonna add some more later. Alright, just gonna add some thyme. I say about, I'm gonna do a tablespoon of thyme. It smells so good, guys, already. I wish you guys can smell it. Alright, so now to this, we can go ahead and add our sausages. Alright, so we added our bay leaves, our Cajun seasons, our smoked paprika, salt and pepper, and cayenne pepper. Remember, recipe and descriptions will be down below. Go ahead and add the sausage to that. Our chicken that we have here, we're gonna smash it up a little bit. Give it some help, a little bit. Remember, it's not fully cooked. And just with everything just like that, just gonna go ahead and straight add that to the pan. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look good? Look at that. We got our sausage, we got our chicken, and remember the chicken is it's not going to look like this. It's going to basically disintegrate all in there. We're just letting it cook through, because remember, you want this to cook for about 2 hours now. So I showed you guys how to make the gumbo. Started with the Holy Trinity. We did our sausage, we did our chicken, we did our roux last. Don't forget to babysit the roux. Don't forget, if you guys like this content, hit that like button, subscribe below, and hit that notification bell for more updates. Alright, gumbo been going for a few minutes now. I just wanted to go over something real quick with you guys. I added probably about another half a cup of chicken broth, chicken stock, and I'm going to go ahead and add probably about a 1/4 cup of it now. And the only reason I'm adding that, just because my gumbo was a little bit too thick. It's going to thicken up as it sit. Put a cover on it, and I'll see you guys in 2.5 hours. It's been about 30 minutes now. I just want to show y'all what it looked like. So this is what it's looking like right now. I wish you guys could smell it. Let me get a good angle on it. But it's looking really good. I'm proud of myself. But so it still got 2 hours to go. I got this simmering on medium heat, a little bit lower than medium heat. It's been about 3 hours. I run a few errands real quick. I left it on about medium low. Just let it cook that long. You see how the chicken has shredded up for me nicely. We got the sausage in there looking good. You can remove the bay leaves now. So, and I already got my rice started over here. I didn't have any fresh rice to put in my rice cooker, so I'm just using the bag rice right now. You guys can use whatever rice you want to use. I'm gonna use the white rice. So, and I'll show you guys when everything is done. Zoom in on this a bit. There we go. And got the chicken and sausage gumbo. Let me go ahead and taste it now. Guys, I'm sitting here ready to go ahead and smash this gumbo. Let me go ahead and show you what we're working with now. I already showed them. And we got our white rice right here. And we got the gumbo. Look how good that look. I wish you guys can smell it. That's good. Now let me go ahead and try it real quick. Got my rice. Get some of this gumbo. Let me show y'all. There we go. Throw that on top. Get some of that gumbo. Get some of that. Oh, my mouth watering. I can't wait. Let me get some more sausage though. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and taste it. I'll give y'all the first bite. It was hot. Shout out to Dre. You put me on the gumbo, and now I'm making it myself years later. But yeah, it was just real easy. I say the hardest part about making the gumbo is waiting on the gumbo. That's the hardest part. You don't even have to chop the vegetables up if you don't want to. You can just put them in something and chop them up like that. You ain't gotta sear the chicken. You can use bone-in chicken or whatever chicken and put it straight in there. Remember, this is my twist, my take, and you do it exactly how you want to do it. I'll catch y'all in the next episode, because right now I'm hungry and I'm about to finish this up. Catch y'all later.